Hello, everybody, and welcome to Enton Show. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Ruby Rose from Ruby versus Maka Albarn from Soul Eater. I don't know much about these characters.
Ruby Rose versus Maka Albarn.
Except they exist. And I did watch a little bit of Soul Eater.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned...
Full name, Ruby Rose. Age 17 years old. Huntress, leader of Team Ruby. Trained by Kor Branwen, Yang Oblek, Professor Ospin, Professor Ironwood. Likes books, cool weapons, her family, Penny, eats cookies, drinks milk, and official VTuber. That's cool.
Huntress Summer, who disappeared. Little Red really wanted nothing more than to be a huntress.
Her dedication paid off. Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun. Ruby made Crescent Rose herself. It's like a dance between Grim Reaper's Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle.
A dance is fitting, as huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grimm.
Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and...
Professionally forged at Signal Academy. Blade can rotate 360 degrees. Forms, scythe, sniper, war scythe. Dust, fire, gravity, ice, hard light, lightning, steam, stone, wind.
At the press of a button, Ruby's an old hand and flinging and moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being, like, bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw a punch.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Sorry about my brother.
Accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity.
Aura, barrier, enhanced physique, enhanced healing, enhanced senses, bolsters, dust and weaponry, aura, restorative items, semblance, petal burst, superhuman speed, teleportation, molecular intangibility, silver eyes.
Does that last one count?
Roll of cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
11 tons of TNT. Less than Albarn. I've already watched the stuff because I was bored.
A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with White Sneed, Flake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh, I get it. Team Ruby.
But Ruby's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire. And with a flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen.
Ruby's friends? Dead. Her school? Totally wrecked. Her sister? Disarmed. All because of a lover's spat that went way too far.
Salem saw the world divided, and it was time to say goodbye to any happily ever after.
But Ruby wouldn't give up like that, so she set off to change the world.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier. Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura. And Ruby's got super speed. Or a teleport. Or what is she doing exactly?
Close. This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds.
By literally bursting into petals.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny, Ruby's semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora's best girl. Ruby's petal burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still. Good luck tagging her with a bullet. Or a breadstick.
She's certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all, Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With such a powerful ability, Ruby could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope.
Well, yeah, because she's got one more superpower. Her silver eyes. Just like her mom, Ruby inherited them from the God of Light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grim spawned from. Just a wink and blam! Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness.
But Ruby's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant,
decapitated a giant Nevermore, kicked a griffin through an Atlas warship, leaped off a multiple missile midair, overcame the apathy's mental effect. Okay. Petrified kaiju-sized Grim with silver eyes, defeated Torchwick, Cinder, Harriet, Team JNPR, Curious Cat, met Superman and Ragna, the Blood Edge. Oh, you met Superman.
she leveled up to compete with all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes. Her team could even match the Aesop's, an elite squad of longtime professional huntsmen.
Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Petal Burst. And Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful auras.
Though it's important to remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
That's Ruby. Also, I thought the Silver Eyes was something that she experienced when she lost someone. And only does that, but I guess not. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll do the fight separate from this because it's only 8 minutes. So.
Today's battle is sponsored by...
Not bad.
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
But all the unjust evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls. A Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them.
Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars, hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon, Soul, was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka Albarn.
Talk about your classic teach.
Full name Maka Albarn, age 13. 4 years or 2 years younger, because they say that she's 13 through 15. 2-star Scythe Meister at Death Weapon Meister Academy. Possesses a Gregory soul, 1 in 50 million chance. Weapon, partner's soul, Tuzbaki spirit. Likes books, studying, puzzles, drum dance. Okay. Dislikes unfaithful men. Wow. Okay. Okay. I agree with that. Raw fish.
Teacher's pet. The
I don't
kind
like
of girl
fish.
who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework," and then we jump them.
As if Soul's any better, a weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any demon weapon. He's a Scythe, and he's got his sights on upgrading to the highest level of Death Scythe.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the Dream Team. All they needed was 99 Kishin eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away, and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then.
AKA Soul Eater. Death's last weapon, age 13 to 15 years old. Oh, it's Soul that's that age. Yeah, Maka is only like... Maka's 4 years younger. Soul is like 2 years younger than Ruby Rose. Vocations, Death Scythe, pianist. Shape-shifting, human and scythe states. Fight via manifesting wings. Piano, black room. Soul meditation. Soul hack. Soul adagio. Black blood dress, madness.
The two trained hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the Scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the Meister, Soul's the weapon.
Like conductor and instrumentalist, a Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance for Death Scythe status, F-.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
Keyword, most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's Soul Resonance.
Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool sight moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against witches.
Alright, witches, got you. Soul perception, soul resonance, wavelength control, anti-demon wavelength, hunt / witch and demon, number 6 hunt, letter U hunt, letter I / scythe menace serving, okay, Kishin hunt / Maka chop.
And other evil creatures, it's not exclusive or anything.
It's actually really deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being a goody little two-shoes gets her the power of purity or whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit. though one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now when Soul plays his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Crota.
But evil saw their plans through. The Kishin Asura had arrived. Madness was spreading everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reach souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence ever
Faster
of
than light.
speeds, and Maka could finally keep up with him.
Hear that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole mountains, and you've got
16 kilotons of TNT, and she's faster than the speed of light. And she has a different form to allow her to go faster. Maka's faster, and I don't know if that's durability or stronger. But other than that, yes. But my worry, the thing that I'm worried about is Ruby's silver eyes blinking thing versus soul hacking.
one hell of an ass kicker.
And yet, Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka.
I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along.
But Soul said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was...
Hold on. Dang it. I can't believe I'm so useless on my own. But all the courage Maka's shown from the very start, isn't this what it's all been about? Gotcha. So
the key to their victory. An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black blood.
It's an armor literally made of blood, and it lets Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave. So freaking metal!
At the same time, Soul discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely down through Soul Adagio.
And they finally achieved...
Carved through Gopher's blast, outpaced Medusa's vector arrow, consumed the soul of 198 humans and a witch, nullified Girl's soul wavelength, tanked Asura's Vajra, which pierced death, kept up with Black Star and Death the Kid, survived attacks that split clouds and cratered the moon, defeated Blar, Arcane, maybe? I don't know. I don't think that's how you spell it. Archin, Medusa, Chrono, Geriko, Kishin, Asura.
It's Death Scythe! The
Awesome.
dream's here, baby!
So when Krona's own black blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake.
Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend Soul until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here. Timing, bro.
In what would be Maka's final exam, Maka, Soul, and all of their friends faced off against the Kishin.
And she passed. A+. Maka pulled her weight and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade, the Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka Chop!
Sorry.
Now that's what I call
I'm very
absolute
sorry.
cinema.
Because a sound soul dwells within a sound mind and body. So should you feel overwhelmed by evil's roars, just write 42 42 564 whenever you want to knock on death's door.
Gotcha. I'm sorry. But the fight has to be in a separate episode, so yeah. Let's see it.